pastas and pimentos, garlics and parmesans, or jelly beans and baked beans. We've arrived at the North Third Reservoir, which is a recreational trout fishery, apparently. I don't know, I'm not a fisherman.
And a reservoir that supplies 2 million gallons of water to the district of Stirling.
To all of the pastas and pimentos and jelly beans and baked beans and garlics and parmesans. Okay, cool.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
We are going the circular path that goes round the reservoir. And you'll be going up, you and the Eck will probably be going up Lewis Hill to the viewpoint up there. So, let's go.
Still not three pheromones already.
Bird's happy.
What?
Bird's
What?
So that wee bird's very happy, isn't it?
The avian dinosaurs are coming for us. They survived the mass extinction event.
Treating away as if it's not got a care in the world.
For those of you that don't know any biology, birds are considered avian dinosaurs. I just saw a beetle fly.
What?
I just saw a beetle fly.
My beetles can fly. Did you not know that?
I didn't know blue ones could fly.
What, you saw Paul McCartney?
Well, aye. Isn't that Sir Paul McCartney?
Yes, it is.
You must remember his title.
You've got Sir Paul and you've got Sir Ringo. Look, I found a troll.
Stop shouting then, you're going to wake it up.
Okay, might wake it up.
Eat us all. We don't really want that.
Must be snoozing in the sun. Oh,
Yeah.
sounds quite a wee bit.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, we folk.
Do you know what, Unicorn?
What?
I'm awfully glad that hospital was closed last week.
Look, isn't it lovely to see Fern all happy again, not brown and depressed. She's all vibrant and green. That's what we like to see.
Exactly. But it's nice when it's brown as well.
Of course. Of course. Another woodland creature.
Where?
A woodland what?
A woodland creature.
Where?
Butterfly.
I thought you said woodland pizza.
No.
Really? Can we
Yeah,
find one
come
of them?
on. You after a salmon pizza, is that what it is?
No.
Salmon.
As long as it's not salmonella.
I wouldn't even dare to put salmon on a pizza, it wouldn't go.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I think the salmon would be too fishy for a pizza.
Oh,
As in
dear.
Atlantic salmon, not farmed salmon.
There's a tree all over. Look at that. Look at the roots on that. Bear. Fallen tree. That's a big hole.
Yeah. Not terribly big.
Oh.
It just shows you some trees are not very well fixed down, are they?
No, they're not.
And that's not all that deep, that's only foot deep.
Look at the root system though. It's just, I mean, that's just awesome.
Is it?
I think it is. Do you not think that's awesome?
Looks
Why
like
do you
three.
think it's awesome?
Huh?
Why do you think it's awesome?
Because it's just,
Intricate.
oh, that's all connected into the ground and stuff. To feed it and whatnot. It's very intricate, yes.
Thank goodness it's not raining today.
Oh, I found a lost soul.
What? A lost soul? Oh,
I found a lost soul out here in the wilderness. Oh, look, a lost soul. Poor wee lost soul. I hope somebody comes and picks you up soon. I don't know.
unreal. It wasn't that funny.
It was quite funny.
Does the cub or does the cub?
Time to eat ice cream again. Only instead of a Baskin Robbins, I'm a Baskin Unicorn.
Is that comfortable, unicorn?
Very
Great
comfortable.
stuff. Lovely. Glad to hear.
I'm just sitting here listening to these wee birds all chatting to one another. It's lovely. You hear, one goes, you know. Yeah, that kind of white spittle stuff that the bear's filming right now is not spittle. We'll put up a description in the video for you when it gets uploaded.
It's a bit dry for that slug to be out. Are you okay,
Snail.
Mr. Slug?
Snail, slug.
That's not a snail, that's a slug.
That's a slug.
Well, considering we're not in the desert, if you're wondering what that thumping sound is, people, it's not the thumper that attracts the sandworms, that's unicorn with a stick.
Unicorns in a race. It's night time in there.
I was going to say, it's very dark and dense.
Right, who wants to go and explore?
Let's go.
Is that a bear in there?
Yeah, I'm going to fight it.
I'm stuffing for a wee breather.
I dub thee unique horn.
Go on, Yak.
What?
Tell people what you discovered about
I
unicorns.
dub thee. Something original. Yeah.
Imagine saying that to your unicorn mother. Tell them.
You tell them.
I can't remember, something about being evil and malevolent.
Some accounts of unicorns from traditional records say that they were evil and malevolent entities rather than gracious and gentle, and that they would use their...
And that they would lure people in with their lovely, pleasant beauty and their wonderful nature, and then when they got close enough, they would eat them, or kill them, or maul them. I don't like that.
Well, we haven't seen that side of you, except when you're really angry.
Like you're lulling us in.
I suppose, in a sense, it is quite eerily accurate.
Yeah, but then again, we're your family.
She's going to get us later.
Oh, look. In the grass. Look at these lovely wee primroses. Wee yellow ones. Isn't that so gorgeous colour yellow?
Put your finger down, unicorn. Let people see how small we are. What was that, yeah?
I don't know. Felt like it. Would you like some sticky spores off of this thing?
What?
Would you like some sticky spores off of this thing? Last year's summer's remains hasn't decayed yet, so it's a weird amalgamation of dead and alive. Horrifyingly.
That's the next one section. Unicorn. This is a nice little section.
Oh, this is lovely. It's very, very
Very
quiet and green and listening to all the wee birds. It's very ethereal almost as a word.
We found Spittle Valley. The insects have obviously been feeling very spitty.
I honestly can't remember if it's. I don't think it's an insect. I think it's a. I'd said insect, but I think it's maybe some kind of toad or something. I'll do a wee bit of research on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure I've read somewhere that maybe some flies or insects actually lay their eggs in foam on plants. So it just looks like spittle, which I suppose in a sense would disguise it as not have it as just white foam, but there are actually
Yeah, and who wants to touch the white spittle? That's very interesting, Unicorn.
at least I think that's what I remember seeing, hearing.
Yeah, interesting.
Check it up.
Yeah, I would say so. Do you remember that magazine that used to talk about all the sort of science things and things in nature and all the rest of it?
I can't quite put my finger on it.
Very kind. Cheers.
Cool.
Camera.
Yeah.
Camera. You okay with it?
Absolutely fine.
That's a camera.
Oh, that's a camera. Oh, yeah, no, that's the one. No, I thought that was a camera.
No.
No. Yeah, that's my chair. That's a camera. Yeah.
Right, see you too.
Bye.
Tradition. The idea of a trig point is to tell you you're at the summit of the walk or the hill that you're on, and also it's a bit of a tradition that once you get up, you have to touch it, especially in Scottish hiking communities, because if you don't touch the trig point, you haven't done it.
And it's also used for
Navigation.
triangulation.
Triangulation too. Hello.
Well, yeah. We reached the trig point, which is just behind there. We've all touched it. And behind me, you can see another lovely view from the top of this hill. And I'm not actually sure which is which, but it says you can see Ben Lady, Stuckacroin,
Stuckacroin.
well, as Jack said, that one, and also Ben Vorlich.
Bear's worried about getting soaked by the incoming rain squall. There's a curtain of death closing in on us from across the hills. A very familiar scene. Last time that happened, we get drowned. The wind is blowing the rain into us. A wee bit. Oh, here it comes in full force. It begins. You might also have noticed that absolutely none of us are wearing waterproof clothes, and that's because we're not, so that's what we're for. Yeah. Like a pict! Like a pict, except don't have kilts and plaids on them, we're not shirtless. The rain has ceded and we have won the battle against the rain. There's wee rainbows and there's not really. We're on the trail again. There's also a mountain biker coming up behind us. Rapid. You can see Grangemouth off in the distance there. As small as it may look from here, believe me, it is big.
Grangemouth oil refinery.
You probably won't see it in the camera, there's also a rainbow over there, and to add to the scene, the Firth of Forth away, way out in the distance that the bear almost mistook for the sea, which would be quite unrealistic considering where we are at the moment.
Oh well, back to school for me.
Dangerous plant!
Yeah.
There.
Ah, that one. Who knows what that is?
Is that a foxglove?
Foxglove. Yeah, correct, Jack. That is a foxglove.
Don't touch. Now we just come down a lovely wee set of steps there. But now that we're down and we're on the edge of the little burn, little stream, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to go and enjoy some more.
In case you don't get the context of that laugh, that was brutal. Oh, my left knee.
Right, so there's a marker,
Tells you to go that way.
and I think we'll follow the marker.
Yes, indeed.
Right. It's a wee bit boggy, but we're just taking our time. We never rush. In fact, most things take us most of the day.
Yep.
We've just crossed that boggy bit, but here's the thing. The Scottish word for toilet is bog. Bog means toilet. Think about that for a minute.
Does you fancy abseiling down that wee bit? Nah, me either.
And there's the reservoir through the trees again.
Hooray! We did it.
And this is the wee islands behind me that you saw when we were up at Trig Point. Nice view, whatever way you look at it.
Trout ladder.
Fish ladder?
They can't climb. How did they get on the ladder? Historically, it's firebush fish.
This reservoir was built in 1911 by Grangemouth Town Council. Now, at first it was just to service the residents of Cambusbarron and surrounding areas, but it was raised in 1934. It was enlarged to obviously serve further afield, and then in 1936 it was enlarged again. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's run by Scottish Water, and it produces 2 million gallons of water a day to serve the people round about. So there you go. Isn't that amazing engineering again?
Amazing, yep, sure. What do you think, Doug? Do you think that's just a problem for any sluice gate, or do you think there's something underneath?
Sluice gate.
Sluice gate.
This is a weird call.
Well, as you can see, it's quite wet once again. Wet once again. Shoot. Absolutely, loads of geese. Must be 100 geese there, easy.
Looks like a ram escaped through the barbers in the middle of his cut. Happens quite often, but I hear from farmers that can kind of just get antsy and run away.
Oh my goodness, there's loads of rams, look. Look at the tail going with excitement. Well, we were going to wait in the woods, get a bit of shelter, but we have decided we may as well enjoy it, seeing as we're out here.
Elks did it half naked, we can do it with clothes on.
More geese departing. I think they do this because they can see us coming, but we might be wrong. Those ones are sleeping. Little babies are sleeping.
I wouldn't be sleeping, that's pretty sweet.
While you're walking around places like this that have rivers, burns, reservoirs or whatever, always have to be careful for the algal blooms that are in the water. Please don't go near them, and if you do happen to get any on your skin, please wash your hands as soon as possible to make sure that there's nothing that sticks to your skin and can cause irritation or infection.
Regarding the burns, the little streams, I don't think you get the algal blooms in the streams. I think it's just like reservoirs and lochs. Lochans, which are little tiny lochs.
Rivers don't tend to get algal blooms, it has to be semi-still water.
But yes, you are correct, Unicorn. Thanks for that information. Very valuable. I know you love to keep people safe.
I do.
just crossed over a wee bridge to get to the other side of the Bannockburn. And we've just come up the side of the road bridge, which crosses over the Bannockburn. We've just got this wee tiny section of gentle hill and
While listening for cars, because we're on a road.
single track. I forgot to say that when you get to the end, the trail at the Bannockburn and you head towards the road bridge, take a left and that'll take you back up to the wee car park area.
So this is the unicorn saying I hope you enjoyed being with us today. Happy rainbows.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
I'm upset, that was a trout fishery, no salmon. Thanks for joining us.